The withdrawal of some African countries from the International Criminal Court has raised questions around its credibility in dealing with various matters related to its mandate. The Namibian head of state questioned why war crimes in Iraq and Libya, where thousands of citizens lost their lives innocently, have not emanated in the prosecution of those who perpetrated these violations of human rights. America and Britain led the war in Iraq, while France partnered with Americans in backing Libyan rebels, which eventually killed that country's long-serving leader, Muammar Gaddafi.
We have leaders who came into Iraq and into Libya. Since it was in their watches, these things happen. People are still dying. Why don't we take them in there?
President Geingob says due to the perception that the court only targets African leaders, it is no surprise that there has been a wave of withdrawals from ICC. The president said Africa has in recent years established processes, systems and institutions that are strong enough to deal with rogue leaders.
If we don't have institutions, how long are you going to be supervised? And colonialism is coming back again.
The UK's Minister for Africa and the Middle East has a different take on ICC, which he describes as an important international institution. Tobias Elhood says the top-level scrutiny by the court is protecting global citizens and ensuring accountability.
I think as an institution we need to try and preserve it as an organization.
Elwood, however, admitted that Western countries' interference in Iraq was unjustified when pressed on the subject by President Geingob.
So Iraq? We should never have stepped in there. It was wrong. So 2003, there was no cause. Chilcot inquiry indicates that.
But the Namibian leader is not convinced, as countries such as the United States that are not members are seen to be dictating to the court on how to carry out its functions.
If you convince Americans to join, I'll also stay.
The ICC is not the only international institution whose credibility is being questioned by Africa. The continent is also demanding a permanent representation on the UN Security Council or its reform in total. Blanche Correses, NBC News, in London, UK.